Oh, Christ, it's Christ. Hello there, Nate Jackson. Criterion Collection Reviewer Guy, Criterion Collection Reviewer Guy, number 70. Martin Scorsese, The Last Temptation of Christ. Here we go. Actually, I don't have much to say about this one, because this movie kind of speaks for itself, as you may well be aware of. Basically, it's like a retelling of the story of Jesus, but it's like it strays away from the Gospels, and they even put a disclaimer. It's based on some book that was written in the 50s, which was apparently about, like, you know, even though Jesus is free of sin, he still gets tempted with, like, you know, all these emotions like fear and lust and things like that. And I guess that's kind of, you know, kind of a blasphemy for him to think like that, you know, to explore that side of Jesus, you know, to explore the more human side of Jesus, you know, and not think of him as this pure savior, you know. I'm not here to preach my, you know, own personal beliefs, because I'm sure, I mean, they totally, you know, contradict everything in this movie and anything I've read about this guy said. So I'm just here to talk about William Dafoe. William Dafoe is Jesus, apparently. This is the guy who I grew up knowing as Harry's dad from Spider-Man, whose name escapes me for the minute. Gosh, I forget his name. He played the Green Goblin, the Green Goblin guy. This is the Green Goblin, and then he was in that movie with the one guy playing a sex addict or something like that, and he did some other stuff. Yeah, and then they got Harvey Keitel as Judas, and David Bowie as Pontius Pilate, and Harry Dean Stanton as Paul and Saul, and Wall and Maul and Ball, and yeah, it's I guess the whole the big controversy is exploring the fact that this idea that, you know, Jesus is taken off the cross after he's crucified. He has this hallucinatory, like, final temptation where he is, I guess that is the last temptation, where he explores this idea that he has a family, or he marries Mary and then her sisters, and he has family, wife and kids, and he lives just like a regular guy. He's just a regular old guy, you know. He wasn't no prophet, wasn't no crazy guy, you know. I mean, I thought the whole idea about Jesus, you know, wanting to use an axe, you know, the idea of this axe, you know, the violent side of Jesus, I guess, if you will. That was a little weird, you know. But like I said, you know, I'm not here to, you know, I mean, it's shot well, and Peter Gabriel did the soundtrack. So need I say more? That totally like shoots it up to at least a C. But yeah, I mean, it's really long. It's a little too long for me, and it's a little too biblical for me. And but that's the point. I mean, I know that's the point, but personally, it's the controversy does kind of get in the way. And this is Martin Scorsese's most personal masterpiece can be seen outside of the controversy it engendered and be seen for what it is, a 15-year labor of love. No, it can't. It's still controversial. It's still banned in Singapore, according to Wikipedia. So there you go. Some people still believe in the horrors of this movie. So let's go and do it. You know. That's all I got. So I give it I mean, it's in the ending though that it is accomplished in the friggin', like, you know, film light show thing at the end was a little disturbing, you know, a little too real. Well, no, there's nothing too real, but it was a little too jarring, a little too modern, you know, some modern take, you know, very artistic, you know. Very out there. Scorsese. This is the same guy who did Taxi Driver. This is the same guy who did You Talking to Me. It's the same freaking guy. The same guy who had that hit Wolf on Wall Street last year. What? You know. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a C+. I mean, it makes sense. It's got a great soundtrack from Peter Gabriel. There's a couple of cues, like the end credits cue sucked, and a couple others, but for the most part, Scorsese hit it, and all the actors are really nice. Defoe does a pretty good Jesus, from what I know. There's 15. As far as supplements go, it's 15 minutes of VCR like camcorder footage shot by Scorsese. Just him kind of behind the scenes, kind of cool. There's a lot of like publicity shots, costume design, research shot footage, and stuff like that. And of course, the highlight is 12-minute. For me, is a 12-minute interview with Peter Gabriel talking about the soundtrack. Love it. I love Peter Gabriel, and he's awesome. So I had totally forgotten that he did the soundtrack, because the album's just called Passion, and then it's usually just called Passion, but the whole title is called Passion: Music for the Last Temptation of Christ. So I totally didn't put two and two together until I realized. I saw his name on the back. I was like, oh yeah, I've never heard Passion, so it totally went over my head, or over Jesus' head in this case. It was Jesus' head. There it goes. Anyway, C+. All right, so that's it from me. Number 71, Magic Flute. I may be busy tomorrow, so there's a chance we might actually get to this one tonight. It's only the movie. I mean, it's an hour, 2 hours and 35 minutes. It's another friggin' 2-hour film, and it's in Swedish, of course. Perfect. So, but yeah, then Le Million. If not, then we'll get to this one probably Friday night. We'll probably have to do the Magic Flute and Le Million on Friday night. I don't know. We'll see. Thursday's probably not going to work, because Thursday I'm busy. Yeah, and like I said, tomorrow morning I may be busy, but more than likely I'm going to try my dangest to do this. If you don't see me with this tonight, then you will see me with this Friday, and probably this one is too, because it's short, and yeah, this one's due on Saturday for me, but I can hold it out for a little longer. Anyway, that's it from me. Thanks for watching. If you are ever crucified, don't let your guardian angel, who is Satan, tempt you and make you want to have kids and a wife and have sex if you're a saint and all that, because it'll get you in trouble. And we will see you either tonight or Friday for Magic Flute. Ingmar Bergman strikes again. Until then, goodbye.